And welcome everyone to another stream by Sim Aviator. And this is a Sunday evening stream where we'll be flying from Boise in Idaho to Denver where they have the VATSIM event going on. So stay tuned and let's get started. All the baggages are getting loaded. While we let them do their work, we'll get into the cockpit and start our preparations. So we are in a turnaround state. So the first thing we'll do is start flight legs so the passengers can start boarding. And first things first, let's quickly have a look at our flight plan. I've already filed the flight plan on VATSIM and we've gotten a pre-departure clearance, the PDC. So we can just go ahead and plan as they have said it. So let me bring up the flight plan real quick and you should be able to see it now. So first things first, our cruise level is going to be flight level 370. So let's go into the overhead panel, into the pressurization, and put it as a 37,000 feet. 370 equals 37,000 feet. So that is done. Let's go ahead and get started with our fueling. So our block fuel for this trip is going to be 6,763. So if we go into ground services, and I think I went to the wrong place. Fuel weight and balance, payload, and then there's the fuel here. So it says 6,763. So we can go ahead and round it up to 6,800. And let's call the fuel truck. Should now be able to, sorry my bad, see the fuel truck coming in and fueling up. This guy's fueling up nicely here. Always stands like that. Anyway, so let's move ahead and go with the payload. So payload is gonna be, if we go all the way down here in the flight plan, there's our payload, 16.7 tons. So we can put that in the payload right here, total. I want to do the balancing there, but that's okay. And that's kind of sad. It only has males in the plane and no females, but yeah, it's just how Zibo does it, so we can't blame them for doing it or not doing it. Alright, so we have that, our fueling. Let's just confirm if we're refueling. And there is, we can see the fuel quantity increasing in both the tanks there. So that is good. The next thing we can do is go ahead and check the routing. Let me just quickly read out the pre-departure clearance for you guys. It says American 210, flight level 370, Boeing 738, transponder 4003. So let's go ahead and set our transponder to 4003 and let's put it on alt on. The next, what it says is the route. So the route is exactly the same as what we have. Maintain 16,000. So initial altitude is going to be 16,000 feet. So let's go ahead and put that in the autopilot. 16,000. Let's do it real quick. Alright, that's 16,000. Maintain 60,000. Departure frequency is going to be the same. Since only tower's online. And PDC received. Okay, contact. Alright, so we have that. Let's listen to the ATIS if we have any. That's 123.9. So let's quickly go ahead and 123.9.
12 Gunman 8. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 31. 2.1. Altimeter 29990.
29990.
Visual approach is in view. Landing and departing runway 28 left and 28 right. VFR departure, contact Delta direction of flight. North and 2 airmen. ISR departure. Expect the pre-departure clearance via private message. Advise on initial contact. You have information Bravo.
Alright, so we have information Bravo, which is cool. So we can provide this information to the ATC once we get in contact. So, I think our fueling is done. We have 6.8 tons, so let's go into FMC real quick. Go into reference airport. So we are at Kilo Bravo, Oscar, India. And we are at gate, what is it? Charlie 4. Let's go to route. Origin's gonna be KBOI. KDEN is gonna be our destination. And our flight number for today is, whoops, too many A's. American 210. That's the flight number, and we have a company route that I've, imported into the FMC. So we can go ahead and put KBOI, KDEN, so Kilo Delta Echo November, and then that should give us the route. So let's click activate. We have that. Let's go to departures and arrivals. Departure is gonna be Boys 3 departure, and we don't have the runway yet, so once we get the runway we can input the runway right here. Let's go back to that. Click arrival, and for arrival, let me bring that up quickly. So there it is. The departure was Boy 3, and now the arrivals Rams 8 and OCS. I don't know if that's a transition. Hopefully that is. So let's go find Rams 8. We have that, and then OCS as transition. So the route is set. Let's go to the legs page and see if we have everything. We do. So that looks nice. Let's go to init reference. Gross weight is gonna come back by itself. Our planned fuel is 6.8 tons. Reserve fuel is gonna be 1.2 tons, and our cost index for today is gonna be 35. So let's input that into the FMC. Cruise winds. So for cruise winds, I usually put the average winds here. So 263 at 059. So 263 at, you can put 59, no worries about that. And our cruise altitude is going to be flight level 370. The FMC is suggesting 375, but of course, as an IFR plane, we can fly there, so we're going to do the flight level 370. Next thing, what we're going to look at is top of climb outside air temperature. So we go all the way down here, and we find this top of climb right here, and outside air temperature. So the top of climb outside air temperature is minus 53. So once we put that, we're gonna have rest of all these things populated like that. So performance initialization is done. Let's go to N1 limit. We will do a derated takeoff 10% and a derated climb. Actually, let's not do a derated climb. And then let's go to the takeoff page. Flaps are going to be 5 for today. Center of gravity, we have that. So our trim is 4.75 right now, as you can see if I get close to it. The trim is about 4, and what we need is 4.75, so it has to go down. And yeah, that looks about right to me. So that is 4.75 there. Let's check our V2. It's 147, so we'll put that in here. And let's put them into the V1 VR and V-rotate and V2. And we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and make sure these guys are gone. So show control widget, drive away. Oh man, forgot about this. I just got the new plugin, so let's go back, get the GPU connect, and then do this right here. Oh, we should be good for now. Let's turn off on the APU, and at this point we can go ahead and turn on our beacon light, since we are going to be moving very soon. So beacon lights are on, packs are at auto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boarding door is not closed. Flight attendants prepare doors for departure. Cross check, fair price draft, stand by for all call.
Alright, so that is that. Hopefully at some point they'll come and close this door right here.
Got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
There it goes. I think they're gonna close it now. There you go. So the door's closed. We are ready. Let's make sure our wing lights, V lights are on. Logo light we don't need to turn on because it's still daytime. It's gonna add no point there. So let's do that. APU is coming on. Let's call the better pushback guy. So ground services, better pushback, and let's first have a look where we are and where we're gonna go. So the runways in use are 28 left and 28 right. So are we gonna go that way? No, so that's 10. So we're gonna go all the way here, and most probably we might get this runway 28 right. So we need to push back. Oh, anyway, we can just push back like that. So let's go into the menu, request pushback. Request
Ground to
pushback.
cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
This is gonna be crazy kind of pushback there, but as long as we're on the line, we should be fine. Alright, so let's do it all the way up to... Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Okay, let's do it that way. Let's do a pushback right here into this spot. Alright.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Tail's driving up. Let's turn on our flight directors, left and right, and the 28s are gonna be approximately 280 degrees. So we can set that. And keep the VORs off. We don't need them. And once we input the runway, we can engage WNAV and LNAV. Let's watch the pushback tug coming in. Oh, in the meanwhile, I forgot to change my weather. So, custom weather METAR file. What is it today? Yeah, that looks right. That's why we have the issue with the thing there. The altimeter, it's kind of showing very low because the METAR is not correct. The weather wasn't correct, so now we have fixed that. And we should be getting
all
a
doors and
pushback
hatches
pretty
are
soon.
closed, ready to connect.
So they're ready to connect. Our APU is on, so we can turn on APU generators. Put this there, and then we can disconnect the GPU. So now we are on APU power. Let's go back and turn off the packs for now. And let's turn on the APU bleed. So what we can do at this point is just wait. In the meanwhile, let's bring up the charts here. Before that, let's make the welcome announcement.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, so release parking brakes. There we go. Release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Starting pushback. Alright, so let's just... Okay, let me have this wrong. This is better. So boys, this is the airport diagram. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Alright, so we're starting pushback. We need to start the engines. Engine number 2 will go first. Ground. Let's select engines here. One more time there. And then we have some N2 rotation going on. Once we reach 20% N2, we can go ahead and put in the fuel. Oh, okay, that didn't work quite as well as I would want it to work, but there we go. And we will have the engine starting, the right side, the engine number 2.
Back location.
To use the vest, open the cover by pulling the red tab or compartment handle to break the seal.
Remove the vest from the package like this. Put the vest on
Let
over your
me
head.
quickly
Wrap
turn
the
off
strap
the
around
flight
your
plan.
waist
We
and
don't
attach
need
the
that
bow.
anymore
Pull the
for
loose
now.
end of the strap to tighten.
Once outside, pull down on the red tab to inflate the vest, or blow into the red tube on the side of the vest. There is also a light that will illuminate upon contact.
Alright, so that engine must have started, so let's go ahead and start the second engine. As you can see, there is some rotation that will start. There it is. So that's when it gets to 20%, which we
Operation
can look
complete.
here.
Set parking brake.
Alright, so let's set the parking brakes right here, and then let's cross
Disconnecting
20%
tow. Stand
and 2.
by.
So our engines are starting. The second one's starting right there. That's a wonderful plane, the Boeing 737. Alrighty, so now that the engines have started, let's go ahead and bring the power to our engine generators. The packs can come on at this point, APU can go off, and APU can go off as well. Let's turn on the probe heat and the yaw damper right here, and we are
Tow is disconnected
set.
and
So
bypass
let's
pin has been removed.
quickly
Hand signal
do
will be on the
a
right.
flight control
We'll
test
see you next
here.
time
So
and have a great
press
flight.
systems there, and there it is. So let's check the ailerons. Ailerons work well. Elevators look perfect. Let's check the rudder, which is good. So let's check everything together, and everything looks good. So our flight test is complete. Let's turn on our taxi lights and the runway turn-off lights. We are ready for taxi now. So let's put this to RTO. Let's contact tower at 118.1.
North into airmen. IFR departure. Expect a pre-departure clearance via private.
Just let me confirm if he's online. He is online. So, alright, let's go ahead and contact the tower. Good evening, boys. Tower American 210, ready for taxi.
American 210 Tower. Before you taxi, I think your PDC got a little glitched. Your departure frequency is going to be 120.27 today.
120.27, American 210.
All right, American 210, and runway 28 right, taxi via Alpha.
28 right, taxi via Alpha, American 210.
And confirm you have Bravo.
Affirm, we have information, Bravo.
American 210 is going to be 120.27.
120.27, thank you. Alright, so we have the departure frequency there, and we're supposed to taxi to runway 28 right. We're right about here. So we will taxi to 28 right via Alpha. So it's pretty much a very straight taxi there. So let's just input the departure runway there, 28 right, and now we have the runway there. So we should be able to turn on the LNAV and WNAV. I mean, I said it the other way. WNAV and LNAV. Alright, so let's begin our taxi. Let's make sure the speed brakes are out. Are not out. Alright, so let me turn off the parking brakes. And we can give it some throttle right there. And we are moving. Whoa, that guy wants to die. Way too slow right now. Let's give it some power and start rolling. Alright, so first thing, let's get the flaps out. We are moving way too slow right now. This is not what we want. Yep, give it some power. Now we're moving nicely. 9 knots, and that should help it move faster. Nothing to do much during the taxi, but we are soon gonna be reaching the runway. Maybe a little longer. So let's start configuring the flight. Engine start switches can go to continuous, and then our transponder can go to TARA. Let's turn on the auto throttle at this point. It's kind of risky to do it here, but we'll do it since there's no one else there. Next thing we're gonna do is turn on our landing lights, and let's turn on our strobes. So we are ready for departure. Once we reach the runway, we can directly get a clearance. I don't think there's anyone arriving at this airport today. Let's not waste time taxiing too slow. We're the only ones at this airport as far as I know. So let's keep this going. And now we'll go power back to idle. Don't want to be braking too much in the taxi or you'll have hot brakes. Fly high. Yep, we're gonna fly 37,000 feet high at this point once we take off.
And American 210 wins 340 at 12, gust 18, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28 right, American 210. Alrighty. There's no one else, literally no one else coming in, so we're gonna be fine. Let's go 40% and 1. And toga. Check. V1 rotate.
Positive rate.
Positive rate, gear up.
$400.
400. Check. Flaps 1.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Let's start accelerating. Let's give it autopilot now.
American 210, contact departure, have a good flight.
Or to departure, American 210, bye-bye. Departure, American 210, passing 5,000. Alright, thank you. And let's get the flaps up now. Clean up.
Lake Center, good afternoon, Delta 30, correction 2159, would you just crossing Zibo? Center will be back shortly, that's altitude. Thank you, sir.
Let's check the legs. How's it looking, boys? That's pretty. Look at that turn from the outside. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, this bird. And that's the airport we took off from. We came all the way around like that. So once we get here, we're gonna turn left. let's look at the turn from this window right here. See some nice mountains there. And that's the left turn. That's quite a steep turn there.
Southwest 6731 Salt Lake Center, climb and maintain flight level 360. Salt Lake Center, Delta 2159, maintain flight level 350, the climb at 370 now, just southeast of Zibo.
Salt Lake Center, American 210, passing 12,500 for 16,000.
American 210, are you on the Victor Airway already?
The next waypoint is Papa India Hotel.
American 210, roger. Contact Salt Lake City Center on 125.57.
125.57, American 210. Bye-bye. 25. There we go.
American 916, when you get a chance, let me know what you're squawking. I missed your squawk codes on input the one I gave you originally. Now we're supposed to be squawking 6016, I'm on standby right now. Oh, then I got the right squawk code for you. There it is. My apologies for that, American 916.
That's okay.
No worries if I messed up yours, but I probably messed up someone else's. We'll find out later.
Good evening, Salt Lake Center, American 210, passing 15,500 for 16,000.
American 210, Salt Lake Center, climb and keep up 370. Just confirm you're on J163.
Hey firm, we're on J163. Next waypoint is Papa India Hotel, and we'll climb and maintain flight level 370.
American 210, very well. Proceed direct to the Rock Springs view or Oscar Charlie Sierra.
Proceed direct, Rock Springs view or American 210. So we are going direct to Oscar Charlie Sierra. That's Rock Spring. Informative. Thank you. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay. We're supposed to climb flight level 370, so we'll do 37,000 feet there. And I think we're all set, so we're crossing 18,000 feet. Let's turn off our strobe lights. Let's turn off the taxi, the landing lights, and the runway turn-off lights. And let's go back to standard pressure.
16, wind 03019, got 30, runway 10 left, clear for takeoff. Takeoff 10 left, American 816. Like that, there's no one passing 6,000, sorry about that, yeah, 001 Salt Lake Center, radar, contact, climb and follow 370. 370, yeah.
nothing more than just green mountains here.
Delta 2159 radar contact, 35 miles northwest of Donley, New York, looking forward to. Southwest 5858, roger that. See, standby. And Southwest 5858, send you the Court 3 arrival landing west, altimeter 2990. American 816, Salt Lake Center radar contact failed. American 816, like 4,900. American 816, very well, climate tape low 230. Climate tape 230, American 816. Salt Lake American 222, request 3 minutes away. American 222, approved this request, reporting back.
We have some turbulence going in. We need to turn on the seat belts. And oh my god, this is impossible. Okay, where are we? Look at that. Okay, so that's auto, and that's we need to turn it on. All right, there we go. And ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some light turbulence here. Request you to kindly take your seats and put your seatbelts on until the seatbelt lights are on. We are still climbing. Are climbing very slowly. We need to get to a better altitude where the turbulence isn't there. Passengers are definitely dying right now. Oh, look at that wing flex there.
Interior 2400, you're cleared to the west.
Attention passengers, this is not a light turbulence as first expected it to be. This is quite a heavy turbulence, and we would kindly require you to be at your seat at all times at this point. Thank you for your cooperation. I think I'm starting to learn the announcements. Alright, let's do an official announcement to see how it sounds like. PA systems turbulence. Does he say it? Nope. Where's the announcement?
We ask passengers to please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
That was a shorter announcement than I made. But, well, I think we're getting into calm air now. I think we're seeing turbulence on almost every single flight right now. Like yesterday's flight, severe turbulence. Before that, I had a live stream. we had like turbulence like 3 or 4 times there. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so I can bring this back too. Forgot about those. And everything else looks good. So let's look where our top of descent is gonna be. Oh, first of all, we need to reach top of climb, which we're taking forever to reach. And then we are gonna have a top of descent right there at Alpo. Let's go ahead and review the charts. Alright, so we go to Avitab's charts. We don't want to look at this chart, so close it. And then we are gonna have the Rams 8 arrival. And then our transition is gonna be OCS. So that's the next waypoint. So let's quickly look at where OCS is on the charts. We are coming in from the northwest. So let us go. Let's see. OCS Rock Springs. There it is. We're coming in. Oh, this is north. So can I rotate this thing? Is it possible to rotate? Is this? Oh, there we go. That's wonderful. That's great. Alright, so we are coming in like that into Rock Springs VOR, straight into it. And then we're supposed to be at flight level 210 there. So let's see. I think we're gonna be doing bad. Let's request for a lower cruise altitude. I have no clue why the flight planner gave us such a high top of climb. Center American 210 requesting a lower cruise altitude, flight level 330.
American 210, climb maintains level 330.
Climb maintains level 330. Thank you for that, American 210. Alright, so we will stop the climb at 37,000.
Center American 210, back. American 210, welcome back. Good to be back.
And how far out is OCS at this point? So it's about 260 miles, I would say. So this one right here is at the 320 mile marker. So that circle, that radius is 320 miles. So, and the outer one is actually, if you look here, it's 640 miles. So 320, this is 640. So this one is gonna be the one in between it. What's that? 400 that's 470, I would believe. That's a hard calculation. Yeah, whatever it is. Anyone good at math, tell me what is the number between 640 and 320. Let's actually do this. So 640 minus 300 is gonna be 340, and then you cancel out 320. So this distance is 320, of course, and the half of 320 is 160. So 320 plus 160 is gonna be 480. So that's 480 miles, and then this is 160 miles. So if you look at it, OCS says 232 miles from our current position. So once it comes here, it's going to be 160 miles. Interesting. Math is always interesting. Oh, look at those wonderful landscape coming in there. Mountains elsewhere, the farmlands coming in. They all look like radars to me for some reason. Let's get a screenshot here. already at 33,000 feet, nothing much to do during cruise, but very soon we'll start with our descent and configuring the plane for that. Let the passengers have a nice view of the windows outside.
Southwest 1550, descend maintain 8005, present heading, expected for the visual. Have 8000 been bring that here.
Let's confirm our waypoints at this point. OCS, that's rock strength. Then we have Alpo. So, alright, Alpo, Altim, Elki, and Rams. Alpo, Altim, Elki, and Rams. And then we should have Nevote. Do we have Nevote there? We have Nevote, and then we need Prong and DVV. So Prong and DVV. That's perfect. So we have that in. So we're good with that. We can close that, and then just have the demo charts here for. We're obviously gonna, once we get the arrival runway information, we can brief the approach and the go-around procedure.
Southwest 58, descend maintain 7000.
says, oh, OCS, we're gonna, so the chart says something else, but the FFC says something else, so it's an interesting thing to know at this point. Is let's rotate it back, and what it says is flight level 210, but it's not a hard limit since there's no lines above or below it, and so yeah, I think we should be good. We have a lot of distance to cover for the descent, so we should be good. We could have probably climbed to 370, but there's probably we're not gonna stay at that altitude for too long, so there's it doesn't make sense for us to climb so like higher and burn more fuel. When you climb higher, you burn less fuel, but then you should be at that level for a long time. Like you can't be there for like 10 minutes, because the amount of fuel you burn to climb to that level is a lot more than you would save once you're at that level if you're only going to be there for a few minutes. So that's why we decided to stay at 33,000 instead of 37,000, and just continue the flight at this altitude.
Delta 4211 Salt Lake, good evening, squawk 6070, 6070. 6070 for Delta 4211. Delta 4211, your radar contact 22 miles northeast of the Harbier Fear Worm. Welcome aboard. Roger that, thanks, 4211.
Now have a look at this, how far we are. We are still pretty far. I don't understand how this went. Like, the slide was very weird. At some point it looked like we're like way too close, but we're actually way too far out. And there's the turbulence kicking in once again. Well, this has become like a daily part of my flying now, having some turbulence. I don't know if it's a part of the XP realistic. I mean, that's what it's causing the turbulence, but I don't know if they're doing it at the right places or they're just like randomly putting in the turbulence, which is going to be interesting to find out. So if you guys know if it's XP realistic does it like randomly, let me know in the comments below. I would like to really know how it is, but well, the scenery looks pretty good right now.
American 816, contact Denver Center 135.6, yeah. 560 American 816, Denver, nice.
We're soon gonna get a handoff to Denver Center.
Yeah, 486, pending TFO 380.
So, what do we do? What on earth do we do at this one when it's cruising and there's nothing much to do? Let's go ahead and start setting up the plane very slowly so I can burn time, you know. Alright, so in reference, we have 4.5 tons right now. We'll be at Denver and we'll be left with 3.2 tons. So subtract this. What are you gonna get? It's 1.2. So you're gonna burn about 1.2 tons of fuel. Back here. Here, subtract 1.2 from the start. So it's going to come down to 6, 5 to 62, 1, 9. And we're looking at our revs for today, which is going to be 145. And for wind correction, we'll add 5 knots like that. But before that, let's hear the Denver ATIS. Denver is 2 ATIS. I don't know which one to hear. Okay, so arrival information is gonna be. Oh, so the A is arrival ATIS and the D is departure ATIS. I didn't know about this. 125.6. So let's go to the other radio and put it 125.6. Nothing. We have nothing. So let me just bring it up in Xpilot and and read about it. Information Charlie, 200 at 12 knots. There's no gusts, so that is good. 200 at 12, so we're gonna be fine with the landing speed here as 150 knots with the wind correction there. And I'm gonna read it out since the voice ATIS is not working. Altimeter's 3001, so let's go ahead and put that in our altimeter settings right here on the EFIS panel. 3001. Expect ILS, RNAV, or visual approach runway 16 left, 16 right, and 17 right. So let's go back to the chart, and so 16 left, let's look for 16 left. It's right here, 16 left, 16 right, and 17 right, so it's this one right here. So we're gonna get either of those, and the winds are crazy, so this is gonna be for a nice crosswind landing for this flight today. So it's gonna be interesting. Alright, so what's next? Multi-RNAV for Z approaches and use board activity, fine. Departure ATIS, this is not the departure ATIS, so that's okay, aircraft part. Alright, so the rest of the information is not that important. We have information Charlie. Closing in on our top of descent here, and we are at OCS, that's Rock Spring VOR. Let's zoom it in a bit, easier for us as we get closer to the destination. So usually the zooms, you keep them zoom out when you're cruising, but then when you're climbing or descending, you can use the lesser zoom, so you get a better perspective of how far the waypoints are. So at this point we can see this next one is about 5.3 miles, but the one after that is about, so this is 40, this is 80, this is 120, so about 120 miles from top of descent. So, and we can verify that right here in the FMC on the progress page, and it still says top of climb, so we're not going to be able to see it. It still thinks we're going to be flying at 370, so let me try to see if I can change that here. Oh, wait, here. Okay, so it should get rid of the top of descent now, and top of climb now, and now we have top of descent, which is 140 miles. So about what I said, which was 120, which is right here. The top of descent is kind of like moved a bit forward, but that's how it's gone down to gone up to 140 miles. So let's set the auto brakes. Let's see the length of the runways. 16,000, 12,000, and 12,000. So they're fairly long. We can do with auto brake setting 1 here. We don't need to go any higher. And we got the flaps in. 30 at 150. So we have the V-speed set. Let's select our landing altitude. So if you look at this Denver field elevation, is 5434 feet. So that's the field elevation for this runway. This is 5378, 5350, so 5322. So we're gonna go ahead with rounding up and do it as a 5400.
American 210, contact number center 135.6, see ya.
135.6 American 210, see ya. So 135.6. Let's go to the next center. Let me just confirm. 135.6.
If we need to do anything, if you need us to do anything, just let us know. Okay, United 5387, roger for now. Fly heading 235. 235, sorry about that, United 5387. This guy's 5420, depart Taylor direct D2. Alright, depart, Taylor direct D2 on that, guy's 5420. Alright, okay, ready for the cancel approach clearance, maintain flight 210. You can expect to be number 2 and 2 Mantra now. Level 210, no problem, I'll proceed, United 5387.
Good evening, Denver Center, American 210, flight level 330.
American 210, Denver Center.
Alright, you're welcome.
Delta 17, contact Denver approach 120.35. 120.35, thank you.
Alright, so what were we doing? We're setting up the descent profiles. So yeah, so that's 5350, so we're gonna do 5400 feet. It's here. That is good for us. Let's go ahead and set up the position height, which is usually gonna be 200 feet radio. Let's go there. We can see the number changing here. We're gonna get that to 200.
Right here, 280, United 5387.
Alright. And let me quickly put the charts in to the folder so we can have it inside. And there's turbulence again. Nothing surprising anymore. So ILS 17 right, we're gonna have 16 right as well, and we're gonna have the 16 left, so we're gonna get either of these three runways. So we can have them inside our tablet here. So as you can see, we now have the ILS information. And we'll let it be here, and once we get it, we can brief the frequencies and everything else that will be required for the descent. The runways are fairly long, and the reason for that, like 12,000 feet is very long runway, okay? But the reason why the runways are so big is as you go at higher altitudes, the air is thinner, and hence there's less air friction, and it takes a lot more time to slow down and stop your plane on the runway. So because Denver is 5,400 feet above the sea level, we need much more runway to land and stop safely. So that's why the runways at Denver are pretty long. top of descent very soon. Less than 80 miles.
3619 approved.
And then it's gonna be calling for an interesting landing. We have the altimeter. We have, I think the ATIS hasn't still come on. So I'm just gonna check the, text the ATIS again, and we still have information Charlie. And the winds are 200 at 12 knots, so that's gonna be a crazy crosswind landing, I'll tell you.
United 5387, roger. Just gonna maintain flight of 19 sir.
190, United 5387, and once we get below this cloud layer, we're probably just going to cancel that for just so you know.
United 5387, just gonna maintain flight of 180.
Thank you, 180, 5387.
Denver Center, Flow, United 376, 10.6, climbing flight level 230. United 730. United 376, Denver Center. Welcome, climbing to total 340. Climb 340, United 376.
From top of descent. Let's verify it here in progress. 57 miles, so that's about right. Closing in to land. Hopefully we have a nice landing.
5387, we'll let you cancel our ass for now.
United 5387, on for cancellation, space Squawk Talk, CFR.
CFR, Squawk Talk, 5387, appreciate it.
Cross ram at 17,000, and we have information Charlie, American 210.
Yeah, 149, contact Denver, approach 120.35.
Right, so let's start descending to flight level 17,000 feet. And we have information Charlie, so...
American 816, amendment 48, ready, copy.
Let's start a shallow descent.
American 816, you're clear to Denver, Action North, for the present position, direct Medicine Bow, they are this is Mike, Bravo Whiskey, Medicine Bow, Ram State, arrive, press the clear, so check. Denver, press the Ram State, Bravo, Ram State.
Where are we gonna end up with this descent rate?
United 001, descent made of Flatiron, arrival, accept cross Alabama at 17,000, 17,000, Denver, landing south to Denver, altimeter 3001. That's right, there's another 10 mile, last one, accept 17,000. Yeah, there's no one advised we have Denver, information Charlie, and Liam Charlie.
I'm flying the same route at 20,000 feet. Please fly higher. Oh, we are still at 31,500 feet, so we are way too higher than you. Vacacious Rani, and the ATC will take care of, you know, the maintaining the distance. So don't worry, man. We'll be fine. Oh wow. No? What was that? We have some error here. Let's look at it. Air conditioning. Air conditioning is on. What happened there? Off schedule descent. Okay, so it probably is getting confused here. What's going on? It should be fine. Don't worry about that. You're fine. We are fine.
756 Denver Center, welcome, climbing 20360.
Alright, let's go into FMC and put 17, sorry, not there, 17,000 at RAMs, and we can have VNAV take over.
Delta 2159 Denver Center, welcome.
Let's see if it takes us that way.
Denver Center, set location.
Can zoom back in. See if we get the Boeing banana there. Trying to look for that. For some reason, we're not getting that. The Boeing banana. But we should be able to make it there in time. Let's see. We want to get an Alpo and let's just get past Alpo and then we can see what happens next. This doesn't seem like a very steep descent. Let's do it. Let's try to be safe here and do this 90. So yeah, that makes much more sense. So we're gonna be crossing Alpo. Apparently it was supposed to cross at 330, but we're already down to 265. So we're good. Alpo is gone. And we're supposed to reach Autumn at 226. I don't know what's up with the air conditioner yet. Like, do you want a high? Do you want a lot of AC there? I don't mind. I don't know how to fix that. Off schedule descent. Gonna have to find that out. But I've turned up the AC, and the passengers are probably gonna feel cold. And now we're starting to get some clouds here. Beautiful clouds. Oh, I just saw a lightning there. Let's get our weather radar on. Oh yeah, there is some sort of thunderstorms on that side. There we have it. Okay, this is we're actually clear of the storm a little bit. We might get some turbulence. So let's turn on the
Sorry, I'm not sure what that is.
What's it called? The seatbelt signs. They're on now. Look, there is the turbulence starting now.
4657 Roger. That's no problem. Advise me the weather and Eagle to the approach request list. Well, 4567 has the weather and notice that Eagle requests direct Kimball for the RNF GPS Delta and Eagle. Tower 4657, I have your request. 657.
Let's make a steeper descent right now.
And United 376 presently heading to zero weather.
VNAV, let's increase our descent rates there.
Aviation left, of course, approved. Advise when able. Direct rumps. Okay, 240 now for the deviation. Full advise rumps when able. United 376.
And Center, we are seeing some bad weather here at our current position as well, American 210, but I guess we'll pass through, but just for information.
American 210, this is about to divert.
We're already crossing the area, so we should be fine, American 210, thank you.
American 210, thank you, and contact number approach 120.61.
120.25, American 210, bye-bye. 120.25.
Have a good day, Delta 5887, we're at 360 with you.
I think we were supposed to be at 120.35 and not 25.
Delta 1758, as I said, 127.61.
Good evening, Denver approach American 210, passing flight level 2204 17,000.
American 210, Denver approach, hello, expect Frank Charlie, current advise we have it, expect ILS runway 16 left.
We have information, Charlie, and we will expect ILS 16 left, American 210, thank you.
United 1035, contact Denver approach.
Alright, so 16 left, let's go to arrivals. ILS 16 left. And now the interesting thing is gonna be 16 left.
United 001, Denver approach, hello, thanks for Charlie, expect ILS runway 16 left. Check 16 left, yeah.
Haley, Clipper, or Tushner. I'm not gonna select that. Let's just let it be. We're gonna get vectors here. But let's go to the progress. Make sure we have the right frequencies for 16 left. Not the progress, but the init rev. 111.1 ILTT. Let's confirm that. 111.1 ILTT. That's perfect. Our course is supposed to be 173. So let's put it here.
And approach United 803, wait, free with information.
173 and
United 1933, Denver approach, thanks for, I can't remember. You have Charlie on board? Alright, didn't catch you, checked in with that, expect ILS runway 16 right. Okay, well, expect 16 right, yes we have Charlie, United 1933. Thank you.
so we have the ILS now.
United 2170 with you,
And some reflection coming in from
United
somewhere.
149, contact Denver.
Look at the beautiful Denver mountains there.
120.8, have a nice.
It's pretty cool.
United 2170, Denver approach, information Charlie, current advise when you have it, expect ILS runway 16 right.
And let's zoom out now.
16 right, can you get the ATIS frequency? Should be 125.6. Alright, just making sure it's not the other one. Yeah, there's a departure and an arrival one. Jeez, okay.
Nicely descending.
And to maintain 15,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000 American 210. Alright, so let's go to 15,000. And let's use level change here. Let's go ahead and make an insert just to continuous. And then we can eventually turn on our lights once we cross 10,000 feet. And we are about to cross 18,000 feet, so we're gonna change the altimeter to 3001. That's gonna give us accurate altitude about the sea level. So we're still coming in at about 2,100 feet per minute. 2150 now, and we will reach. So that's the Boeing banana that I was talking about. This is what they call it, the Boeing banana. That's an indication of where you would reach the altitude mentioned here. So that goes here. So once we cross ramps, this is where we're gonna end up at flight level. Oh, sorry, 15,000 feet rather. Heading 110 American 210. Alright, so 110. Oh, no, not that one. My bad. I totally used the wrong mount there for a moment. 110, let's start the turn.
American 210, fly heading 090.
090 American 210. Alright, 090. And we're leveled off at 15,000 American 210.
American 210, so I say 13,000.
Down to 13,000 American 210. Alright, so let's continue our descent. Let's slow down to 260 knots. We're closing in for an intense crosswind landing. Make sure you stick around to view what I would consider a bad landing. I would be surprised if we have a nice landing. It's so hard to land with crosswinds. But let's enjoy the views of Denver. These kind of radar-like fields. I need to know what they are. This is crazy. This is the third or fourth time I'm into Denver. Maybe flying in or out. That's the sunlight coming in. So much where it's coming from. Alright, so we are leveling off at 3,000.
120.8, check in with your heading.
120.8, and we'll check in with the heading American 210. Bye bye. 120.8. Good evening, Denver. Approach American 210, passing 13,000 for 13. We're 13,000 right now, and heading 090.
American 210 Denver approach, descend to maintain 10,000, turn right heading 120.
Descend maintain 10,000 and right heading 120 American 210.
United 149, contact Denver Tower 128.75, good day.
128.75, have a good night.
120, let's... Where are we right now? We're still at 12,000 feet. We are getting close to the runway now.
Delta 3827, turn left heading 190, intercept runway 17 flight localizer.
Delta 190, localizer, left and right, Delta 3827 heavy.
Delta 3827 heavy, 6.5 miles from Josie, maintain 8,000.
Let's arm the speed brakes.
Runway 17 right approach.
What else do we have?
United 149, contact tower 128.
Passing 10,000 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights. So, landing lights can come on. Runway turn off and taxi lights can come on. And strobe lights, oh my goodness. Goodness me. It's a crazy turbulence there. So we have our lights on, engine switches are continuous. We're gonna start slowing down to 250 knots. Man, that turbulence is just blowing us away.
United 210, descend to maintain 9,000, turn right heading 140, intercept runway 16 left localizer.
Down to 9,000 and right heading 140 for ILS 16 left localizer, American 210.
United 001, speed your discretion.
And let's start slowing this thing down.
1,000 to go.
Do we have the localizer?
Velocity attack time, 48 left and right. Alpha 3827, heavy contact Denver Tower, 135.3, good day. 135, good day. American 210, you went through localizer, turn right heading 190 to re-intercept.
Right 1900 to re-intercept American 210. Yeah, I thought so too. Alright, I think we have the localizer now. And our speed is going below our flaps off speed, so let's go flaps 1 and flaps 2. Hopefully, we get the localizer now. There we have it. Hopefully, we turn into it, and we should be ready for landing. There we go. I would believe you're gonna get the localizer very soon.
United 001, traffic you'll be following is 12 o'clock, 5.5 miles southwestbound, Boeing 737-800,000. You'll be joining the 16 left seat. What's the traffic? Yeah, we have the traffic. United 001, that's him. Maintain visual separation. Maintain
Alright, we have
10, 3 miles to Kurt, maintain 900,000 until established, cleared ILS, runway 16 left approach.
cleared ILS 16 left approach, maintain 900,000 till established American 210. Okay, so we are turning in. Let's slow down a little bit to 180, and we can go flaps 5 at this point. And we have the runway in sight. So once we capture the glide slope, we will start. We'll take manual control. 12.5 miles out, and there's crazy winds coming in from the right.
Maintain current speed until 6 mile final.
Maintain current speed until 6 mile final, American 210.
Delta 388, Denver approach, welcome. Turn left heading 210.
It's gonna be interesting. Let's go flaps 10 and gear down.
United 001, you got a 39 overtaking the aircraft in front of you.
It's gonna be interesting. Get your landing rate predictions in right now.
United 210, contact Denver Tower 128.75, good day.
128.75 American 210, good day.
United 79, contact departure 1621.
Departure United 79, good day.
Denver Tower, American 210 for runway 16 left. Hey Milan, you're just in time for the
Denver Tower,
landing.
21012, runway 16 left, clear on.
Clear to land, runway 16 left, American 210. Wow, there's a kid controlling all these adult planes here. Awesome.
Denver Tower, we have 001,
Alright, so we are 6 miles. We can slow down to our final approach speed. That's gonna be 150. And let's go flaps.
2500. Following an American 210, about 7 miles out. Delta 400 on a Mummy, wind 1010 and 25, quick takeoff.
The most interesting part, at least for me, it's for everyone, I would say. Landings are the most interesting parts, and right now we have a very crazy crosswind landing going on. So I doubt I'm gonna nail this.
United 001, did you read it back to the equivalent? I didn't get it.
Alright, so my plane. We have the winds coming in from the right, so we have a right crab going on.
Feet stabilized, visit for a altitude set.
Delta 400, if I didn't hit you off the portion of 126.1.
6.1, Delta 400.
683, wind, correction, on a break.
Alright, let's see. Where are we? Doing well so far. We're doing pretty well.
400.
Traffic. Clear of conflict.
300 minimums.
Flight slow.
2 minimums.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
100. 50, 40, 30,
Take rate.
10.
Take rate.
And we wasted. We're going around. Oh my goodness. My bad. Denver Tower, we're going around American 210.
American 210, climbing in 10,000, what's the reason for the go-round?
400 gear.
Say again for American 210.
Fly runway heading, climbing to 9,000, what's the reason for the go-round?
A fly runway heading, maintain 9,000, and we had a bad touchdown, so we had to go around. Alright, we have completely messed this up, and this is not...
Contact Denver departure on 126.1, today.
1,000.
126.1, American 210. See ya.
United 683, contact departure on 126.1, today.
Departure with 61 today.
Alright, this is crazy.
United 540, you up? United 540.
Man, that was a very bad landing. Okay, what is going on? Wow, this is an extra eventful flight. We're about to stall there. I don't know why. Let's turn on the autopilot again. And let's do level change. No, bro. No, bro. Don't do that to me. Alright, 126 point. Man, this has been crazy. 126 point. What is going on? What is going on? Why is he not letting us speed up? What was the frequency again for American 210? We had some issues here.
126.1 immediately.
126.1, sorry about that. And Denver approach American 210, we were going around and we had some issues going on, so we took some time to contact you.
210 Denver departure. Roger, expect to go on runway 17 left and runway 17 right. Turn left heading to 090.
Left 090 and we'll expect 17 left or 17 right, American 210. Alright, finally we have the plane under control. Let's turn 090. Imperator says, are you new to YouTube? Yes sir, I'm new to YouTube. I just have a few videos yet. But yeah, I'm trying to just, you know, bring more content right now. So thanks for joining the stream, Imperator. And yes, Millen, that was chaos.
If you can give me the reason for a go around at any time.
We had a pretty harsh touchdown and we had a bounce, so we decided to go around.
Roger, thanks.
This was crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So it,
210 traffic at about your 11 o'clock and about 5 miles. It's a lot of plane out of 8,000 heading southbound.
we have the traffic inside American 210.
50 Tango, stop your climb at 8,000.
Let's see. I'm sorry, Imperator, but I couldn't have you watch a butter this time. But let's see what happens when we go around. What happens if you crash? If you crash, the plane crashes. So what we had was a very bad landing that would have damaged the aircraft wheels or something at this point. But to prevent further damage, we just decided to go around. But if you crash, people die. If you crash, the plane kind of bursts into flames in this one. So in the simulator. So there you have that. Man, this was intense.
American 210, turn left heading 350.
Left 350, American 210.
50 Tango, continue your climb now, thank you.
50 Tango, 181.
50 Tango, yeah, you can proceed direct eastbound now.
Direct eastbound, thanks a lot, 50 Tango.
What actually happened there was we were way too high at some point for some man for crashing the flight. Not on the server. They don't care about this, but it's just for your own satisfaction that you know. So I'm right now very sad that I couldn't pull off that landing, but I'm gonna try again for a good landing this time. What happened last time was I reduced the power because we were slightly high, but then I guess I reduced the power way too much and we just came crashing down. I tried increasing the power, but it was too late already.
210 contact Denver approach on 120.8, good night.
120.8, American 210, good night.
The approaching United 297, movement 6.
JetBlue 5020 on a break in runway 25, 7 it up.
And then we're approaching American 210, 9000 again.
American 210, Denver approach, welcome, expect ILS, runway 17 right approach.
17 right approach, American 210, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna get ILS 17 right approach, 108.5. Let's get that into the nav radio. 108.5 here. And then let's have the heading.
Yeah, 210, someone that was on the landline saying you were at, you copied my expect ILS 17 right approach?
Affirm, we expect ILS 17 right approach, American 210. This guy has been calling me United for a long time now. For some reason he's calling me United, I have no clue why. But we are on 108.5. Let's put it there too before I forget that. 108.5. And 1733 is still gonna be our course for this landing. have enough. Oh, look at that turbulence. Man, that was an intense landing, man.
American 210, turn heading 060 for traffic.
Alright, 060 for traffic, American 210. The plane is dying with turbulence right now. This is absolutely insane. This, my friend, is... The landing was crazy. Imperator wanted to see a butter, and I don't know what he saw there. He saw like controlled crash, almost a controlled crash there. Just about safe from crashing. Actually, let me find out how much that landing was. It was 1,000 feet per minute landing. That is absolutely insane. 1,000 feet per minute. What's the traffic that he's asking us to look for?
American 210, turn left heading 350.
Left 350, American 210. Alrighty. Let's go left 350. My goodness, man, this just adds unnecessary flight time to this. And we still have enough fuel on board. Yeah, it's 2.5 tons, so if we have to go around again, we still can, but I wouldn't want to. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna hold it next time when I land. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we are like parallel right now to the runway. Let's actually get some speed out.
United 210, turn left heading 290 to settle maintain 8,000.
Left 290 and down to 8,000, American 210. 290 and 8,000. He's gonna give us a short approach now. So let's slow down to 180 and get some flaps out again. So we are flaps 10. This should be good enough for now. We don't need to gear down or flaps 15 at this point. Let's zoom back in a bit. Wow. Plane was going super crazy. Phew. We just saved ourselves from a stall. We saved ourselves from a crazy bounce. We are still safe. We might have popped our tires, we don't know about that. But we'll have to see. Man, it is insane. Wow. I sucked so bad in that landing there. I can't believe it. There's the sunset. Flying into the setting sun. Hey Imperator, are you still there?
United, American 210, turn left heading 260.
Left 260, American 210. Alright. Okay, let's do this all over again. And let's hope that this time we get a butter. At least a normal landing, if not butter. I don't know what I was thinking there. So how far out are we? So once we're about to turn final, we'll go gear down.
American 210, traffic at your 1 o'clock, 6 miles southbound of Boeing 737 at 900,000. It's going to be on the parallel, 6 left.
Looking for traffic, American 210. We have the traffic inside, American 210.
South of heading 35.
There is that guy.
1123 Denver approach, roger.
We have the traffic inside, American 210.
American 210, roger, thank you.
Alright, so there's that guy.
Traffic.
Yeah, we know. We're gonna turn. Don't worry about that. Let's reduce to 170. And let's go gear down. And flaps 15.
American 210, turn left heading 180. Correction, turn left heading 190, intercept runway 17 right, localizer.
Left 190 and 17 right localizer, American 210.
Get at 1123, set maintain 8,000. 8,000, yeah, 1123.
Alright, so we have the localizer. Let's go flaps.
Left turn heading 150 to intercept.
Left 150 to intercept, American 210. Alright, so we have 17 right now, and the winds are still crazy, still going crazy. Let's slow down to final reference speed 150 knots, should be 149 now, and let's go flaps 30. We have the gear down.
10 contact Denver Tower 135.3, good day.
135.3 American 210, good day. Alright, 135.3 quickly. There we go.
Traffic. Clear.
Denver Tower, American 210 for runway 17 right. Okay, so
American 210, Denver Tower with 230 at 900, runway 17 right, clear to land.
clear to land, runway 17 right, American 210.
2,500.
Okay, so let's do this again. Let's do this again.
Skyway 5615, Denver Tower, hold for 17 left.
Alright, let's do this. Let's try this again.
Mexico 686, contact departure 126.1, good day. 126.1, good day. Mexico 666.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Let's do this again. Let's do this again. I'm super scared.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Okay, we are low again.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
500.
Alaska 211 on F2 Mugby with 2309 or runway 17 left. Over to go.
Flight slow.
Over to make up
400. Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Continue landing.
100. Trident 76. Runway 17 left, line up
50,
away.
40, 30,
Line up away, turn 76.
10.
And we had a hard landing again, but at least we made it, man. I need to work on my landings. This was a crazy, crazy landing. Man, I don't know what's up with me today. Like, the crosswinds are getting me super crazy.
Alaska 211, RNAV to Mugby with 2309, runway 17 left, clear for takeoff.
Manual braking and we will exit.
Right when able and safe parking.
Any parking closest, American 210.
American 210, contact ground 121.85, good day.
121.85, American 210, good day.
Alaska 211, sorry about that. We had an error. We're good, we're rolling.
Wow, I'm so sad. Yeah, crazy landings.
Air Canadian 1123, ILS 179. Lufthansa. United 1123 heavy wind 2309 runway 17 right clear to land.
Alright, let's go where and contact ground.
Delta 258, runway 8, taxi via line. Runway 8 via Mike, Delta 258.
Ground American 210 with you.
American 210, welcome Denver ground. Taxi to the gates, Mike 4, Mike.
Mike 4, Mike, American 210.
American 210, and also before entering the ramp, contact ramp on 130.6, have a great night.
130.6, American 210, good night. Alright, so let's keep going. Yep, it was a hard landing, but we landed safe. Man, this was crazy. Let's continue our taxi. And we are on Mike right now. And we can just turn left on the ramp so we can contact the ramp before turning inside. Look at that guy coming from there. Let's speed up from there. That looks like a 777 to me.
Alright, American 47 Heavy, you're ready for push and start. Runway 25.
He's huge.
American 49, Denver ramp again.
Let's turn off our landing lights.
American 49, push straight back onto the first line and advise ready to taxi. Push and start proof with 1 for taxi, American 49 Heavy. American 49 Heavy, squawk 1 Charlie. Squawk 1 Charlie, American 49 Heavy.
Let's go all the way.
Denver ground, good evening, Delta 17. Delta 17, Denver ramp, what's up? Delta 17, ready for push on start. Delta 17, push back to the first line, advise ready for taxi. Push back to the first line and we'll advise we're ready for taxi, Delta 17.
Alpha, Alpha. That's this one right here, so we will enter at Alpha November. So that's Alpha Mike.
Ground control, American 45-8, 2 Woolens, no whiskey, brother.
And that one is Alpha November there.
Continue straight ahead, Bravo November into the ramp. Straight ahead, Bravo November into the ramp, American 45-8.
Let's turn here. Ground American 210 entering the ramp.
American 210, Denver ramp, good evening, push back, correction, taxi into the ramp via Alpha November.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha November, American 210, thank you. Yeah, now he wants to crash into us. He'll just make it fine. Wow. This is a crazy flight, guys. Where are we parking? Where are we parking? This is the GA ramp here. Okay, we'll park somewhere there. So long, taxi. Okay, let's go to the right. Can we? Can we not? Do we have a gate to the left? Absolutely we do, so we can just follow the yellow line or the green lights through there. And I feel so bad about the landing, man. Could have done so much better. Let's park right here. Just see if... Oh, this guy's pushing back here. We'll be fine.
Ramp, good evening, United 1123 Heavy, Bravo Sierra, going to Bravo 32. United 1123 Heavy, Denver ramp, good evening, push, correction, into Bravo Sierra, into the ramp. Bravo's here to the ramp, yeah, that's 23.
Okay, so let's set our parking brakes here. And let's disconnect from VATSIM. And
Denver
we can watch
INTL information call.
Replays.
100 Zulu weather.
Alright, Swift outside. We're disconnected from VATSIM. And let's start with the replays. Give me just a moment. Watch very bad replays here. Alright, there we have.
Denver INTL information call. 100 Zulu weather. Wind 230 at 10. Visibility more than 10.
Sorry about that.
Sky conditions 10,000 few. 15,000 broken.
8 is coming
22,000 broken. Temperature 30. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3006. Arriving runway 26. Departing runway 25. Advise on initial contact you have call.
It's not the right. Good until now.
Denver INTL information call. 100 Zulu weather. Wind 230 at 10. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 few. 15,000 broken. 22,000 broken. Temperature 30. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3006.
Man, that was crazy, and then we're snaking around everywhere. Look at that, look at that.
Advise on initial contact.
That landing gear is done for. All the 3 landing gears were done for. First the hard landing. And then we have that crazy
Denver INTL
landing.
information
Let's
call.
watch from the tower's point of view.
100 Zulu weather. Wind 230 at 10. Visibility more than 10.
Yeah,
Sky
we came
conditions
in
10,000
way
few.
too fast.
15,000 broken.
I mean, way too quickly on the
22,000
ground.
broken.
The flare
Temperature
didn't
30.
play any role
Dew point
there.
3. Altimeter 3006.
Let's see what the passengers felt at this point.
Runway 25. Advise on initial contact.
Alright, that's in the air. And bang! Not too bad. Not too bad. But that was we could have done a lot better. If you want to look at that crash.
Denver INTL information Foxtrot. 100 Zulu
super
weather.
hard landing.
Wind 230 at 10. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 10,000 few. 15,000 broken. 22,000 broken. Temperature 30. Dew point 3. Altimeter 3006.
There we go.
Arriving
We're perfectly
runway
fine,
26.
very stable on the
runway
approach.
25.
And at the last moment, I don't know why, but for some reason, I just cut out the power, and we're suddenly way too low. Look at that. And you can see the sync rate coming in.
Denver INTL information.
Yeah, that is it. That is it. I tried to flare. Nope. And look at that bounce.
At 10.
And then,
more than 10.
well, we decided that we're not coming down. We're gonna go around.
15,000 broken, 22,000 broken, tempered.
So that was that problem there. Crazy landing. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna ask you to like or subscribe to this video. It was a very bad landing, but well, keep following and keep looking for more videos, and hopefully we're gonna have better landings than this one for sure. And I will see you next on the next stream. Signing out, Sim Aviator. See you guys.